innovative product is in the USA?
In the USA?
Yeah. All on the world.
Well, for New York City, it will be cars.
Cars.
Because we use it to well, not really cars. I would say transportation, the buses and the train.
Yeah.
Because I think New York City has like the best transportation around USA.
Yeah.
So I think that's the best invention.
That's innovation. Yeah. And when you have you talk about products, what do you think? Inventions. What historical leader do you think was very innovative? And it can be Chinese.
I'll say electricity.
Who?
Electricity. Or,
Electricity.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a product. But do you know a leader, someone who?
That'll be Thomas Edison, I believe. Yeah.
Because
electricity. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And do you think that innovation is better if you do it alone or if you work together?
Work together. I think a team would be better. Teamwork, more thoughts, more opinions. I think that's it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, that's our assignment. The focus is innovations, and it's up to you, to us, what innovation means.
Okay.
So it's not very strict.
Oh, me? Oh, yeah. Okay.
What do you think when I say innovation? For example, what's the first?
What comes to mind? The styles of New York City and and how they evolve with everything, and how social media has such an effect on what everyone thinks and on what they do.
And what happens with the opinion of people due to
it changes their opinion on the social media that they're putting everywhere. They let you know what they want you to know. And that's it. It's very biased in my opinion.
Yes.
So as a New Yorker, when I watch the news here, I get very little information about the rest of the world. And when I look online is when I find out what's actually happening.
Okay.
So,
and do you know an innovative product that means a lot to you?
That means a lot to me. Well, I'm not as materialistic as most people are. So I feel like with all this I guess hype you would say about the iPhone and stuff like that, I feel like all of that shouldn't be there. I feel like people shouldn't be so worried about these phones. They should be worried about their life.
the most newest model, things like that.
Yeah, I'm worried about getting a job instead of how they look.
But I feel when you say that for many people in New York, that's very important. Or maybe the most important thing there is in their life.
Yes. 90% of people who live in New York are very materialistic and they need it. I feel like if you would take it away, it would cause mass destruction.
There is no New York anymore.
There wouldn't be one because it's a city that never sleeps, right?
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's we as foreigners. We come from the Netherlands. That's sort of culture built.
Yeah.
What New York is, 24 hours.
Yeah.
A lot of things are happening. Never
It's the image we get of the city, you know?
Yeah.
It's always busy.
It's always busy, no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what time of night. All different types of people. You get the crazies, you get the business people, and you know what? You can't judge a book by its cover either. You can walk up to someone who's wearing ripped clothes and they'll be a millionaire.
Yeah.
That's just how they choose to live in New York. There's a lot of there's a lot of characters.
When you tell us this, it feels to me that innovation is a bad thing.
Yes.
Is there also
I
like
think
a
there's good
positive
and-
May I have your attention, please? We are experiencing delays.
As a New Yorker, I think they should be more focused on fixing the potholes.
On the street?
You have no idea how bad it is. They're like a foot deep. I live in Staten Island, and I come to the city a lot, but it's bad. And also, the way they work on the roads is horrible. They'll have a road cut off for everyone to use for about 6 months, and when they reopen it, there's potholes everywhere still. Still.
Isn't fixed.
And when it snows, we're gonna send out the plows. They don't plow. It'll take about maybe 3-4 days for your neighborhood to get plowed. I mean, there are people who are sick that need to get on accessorides, get to the hospital, stuff like that. They really need to improve on that. They don't. I feel like they care more about the money than about the people. So they should really check.
So maybe this new mayor,
Yeah.
he will do good.
But I hope, hopefully,
Yeah.
it's definitely better than Bloomberg.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bloomberg is an idiot.
We're definitely going to put that in. He's an idiot.
Bloomberg is an idiot. Yeah.
So we got
we're not going to use it here.
De Blasio.
What?
We're getting our hopes
Oh
up.
yeah, 100%. Because compared to Bloomberg shouldn't even got the extra term just because he didn't get paid.
Yeah.
So what? He shouldn't have got it. They shouldn't have given that leeway over somebody else who could have bettered.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hopefully it was helpful.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, very. Thank you.
You know the program, America's Most Wanted?
That was famous as a place of movie scene. Noise was always loud. There were sirens all around in the streets of me. If I can make it here, I can make.
So what do you think about innovation?
Now, when you say innovation, are we talking just technology in general?
It's everything.
What it is for you?
Yeah. What does it mean for you?
Well, for me personally, I think the world's moving way too fast.
Okay.
Quite frankly, I think that what's happening with cell phones in particular,
Yes.
and with technology in particular, people are becoming less social.
Yeah.
There used to be a time when I was on the train and we would have conversations. Now everybody's just into their own world, so we're becoming more alienated because of our technology.
Okay.
Now, is the technology making us better socially? I don't think so. I think that if you look at some of the reality shows, it's actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for working. I work in
Okay, we're good to go now.
So I was basically saying that it's my belief that the reality shows are indicative of how society has pulled back from socializing.
Yeah.
We don't socialize as much as we used to. And if you notice that what we do is we hide behind our technology to be things that we are really not. How we describe ourselves over the internet, all those kind of things. For example, I have 3 daughters, and when we sit on the dinner table, I tell them, put away your phones, because they're eating like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no one is talking to one another anymore, and that disturbs me as a human being. And if we're gonna come together as a people, not only as American people, but as a people, as humans, then we need to find ways to better communicate. And here's the greatest irony, they call this the age of communication.
And do you know any innovations that you think are good?
Oh, absolutely. I think it's a bittersweet technology, even on cell phones. Obviously, I mean you can be anywhere, anytime, in case of an emergency. So there's those advantages. I won't disagree with that. Naturally, the computers, forget about it. But here's another thing about computers: kids today don't read the way I used to grow up. I carry 3 books a day.
Okay.
Kids are not reading anymore. So what they do is they look for the shortcuts. So they know the bones of it. They don't know the guts of it. And that's going to affect their thinking and their creation. Their brains are not being as creative as when we were. We had to be creative.
Because there was no computer.
Precisely, we had to read and we had to comprehend and we had to learn how to write. These days, kids, what's that word mean? They don't understand. They don't read it in a sentence. So there's that.
Creativity comes out of being bored, but children are not bored anymore.
Not anymore. Well, all teenagers are bored. No matter how much fun they have, in 2 hours they're bored again. So.
They have a zap mode.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Okay, next. Like that.
Yeah, no, and that's what technology I think is really just alienating us to one another, and I think it's a shame, quite frankly. That's the flip side. Now, Steve Jobs, and he rest in peace, may tell you, it's a great thing because it's a money maker. But what's he really doing to our society in general?
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Oh, my pleasure.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. We have to ask questions about innovation, new things, new products. What do you think is a very innovative product?
The iPhone.
The iPhone? Yeah. And why?
Because I think it's very different. It came a long way from, I don't know, how the telephone used to be. It's like everything becomes smaller. You can do everything on your phone. I think it's very innovative.
Yeah. And when you think of innovation in your own work, can you say something about that? Are you innovative?
Well, I do want to make like technology like something better as well in the future.
And have you one product where you think I would make that better?
I always think about it kind of like, what if I made an even better phone or an even better computer?
Yeah.
With what like the people want it, or like I always think about these things like maybe like I don't know, waterproof phone or a phone that can bend. But I think somebody already made that. I'm not sure.
A telephone who ends?
A telephone that can like you can fold.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, or like a telephone.
I don't think that exists.
I think it does.
Yeah. Bendable
I don't
phone? Well, it's nice thought.
Well, like, you know, when you watch the movies and like you can have holographic computers that just pops up and you just move things.
Oh yeah. So,
that's pretty cool too.
Yeah. So the technologies for you is the innovation.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
And if you think about innovation, do you know one leader, and it can be anyone, in history who was very innovative? Which one would you say was?
Steve Jobs.
Yeah, I thought you would say that. You're a fan.
I am a fan.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for your answers. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
See my face in the lights, on my name, my monkeys found down on Broadway.
I would say innovation. What does that mean to you?
Innovation?
Yes.
Innovation implementation of the technology.
Okay, innovation of the technology. Yeah. And about what kind of products do you think about if you talk about innovation products?
What do you think is really innovative? What do you think is really like innovative? You know something? No?
Okay. Maybe something that has changed your life because of innovation? Yes.
Like technology.
Yes. Computer, yes.
Smartphone.
Yeah.
I can talk to my family in Africa.
Yeah.
I can send the pictures in chat.
Yes.
Anytime.
Yeah. Well, that's clearly an innovation product. I guess that's clear. And for you, that's an important issue. Do you use that kind of innovative
Just for me,
material?
For me, it's important because communication is very important.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Even if it ain't all it seems, I got a pocket full of dreams, baby, I'm from New York.
I say innovation. What do you think about them?
What do I think about innovation?
Innovation, yeah.
Innovation.
Yes.
Innovation is a creation of your own mind, of what you want to put into it.
Yeah.
Like this store, for instance. We are very creative and innovative in the store.
Yeah.
It always changes every day. New things coming in, making new things, creating new ideas.
Yes.
And for our business to have people shop here and always have something different and being unique to what you do is innovating.
Can you tell me what makes your shop different from other shops here in the neighborhood? Why should people come here?
Because we carry items that are unique that people cannot find anywhere else. That's why this particular supermarket or gourmet store, we carry items that people cannot find in the city of New York.
Yes.
And we go on to look for those items that the customers want. That anybody else can't carry.
And how do you know what customers want?
By people asking us and referring us to what they want.
Yeah.
Especially if there's in a cookbook or they need a certain ingredient.
Yes.
We try to get that.
Okay, and we saw on the front Amish.
Correct.
And that means that
Amish is like an old style gourmet store.
Yeah.
Homemade, a lot of gourmet.
Yeah.
From the farm and from the land.
Yeah.
And it's just the atmosphere makes it like an Amish country store.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it. Thank
Okay.
you. That's great.
Jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Now you're in New York. These streets will make you feel brand new. Ignorance will destroy you. Here is a New York.
I would think art.
Art?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Why?
Because I believe that's probably where most cultural ideas come from in general. It's where the most influence happens.
So innovation is cultural influence.
Absolutely, yes. I think innovation starts in the arts and then trickles down to more mainstream things like that. And then, yeah.
And do you know any, for you, which historical leader? It can be anyone.
Historical
It's
leaders
very
are
innovative.
innovative.
Or what else?
Well, I could think of a lot of musicians and things of that nature. I like the Smiths a lot. I think
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
You're
good.
very young.
Yes. I'm 23, yes.
Yeah.
I love the Smiths. I'm a big Morrissey fan. I think he was a great innovator. There's tons of musicians and artists. You know, it really depends on the person. It's a very subjective matter in art. I could say, I can name all my favorite artists right now, all the writers, James Joyce, you know, back in the day. But it really depends on you as the person.
Yeah. And if you have to say, name one innovative product.
One innovative product.
Or service, maybe. That's
The internet probably would be the defining thing of our age right now. You know.
What do you think innovative is going to happen next in the internet world?
That's tough to say. You know, if I knew, I'd probably be rich, right?
Yeah. And when you would be dreaming, what would it be?
If I was dreaming,
Everything's
I guess it would be the increasing of connectivity in the. You know, that's the very contemporary idea is that everything's interconnected now, and the internet kind of fused all of us together. So we're kind of breaking down borders more and more. I think on a global scale, thinking of us as a globe rather than separate countries. I guess that would have something to do with it. You know, a breakdown of nationalism into a global kind of thing.
Yeah, thank you. You could come to our school because that's what we learn also.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Very
it's
nice.
very nice to say that. Do you have any questions?
No, I think it's all right.
Okay.